Huh. Look at that. This new Mitsubishi Triton that's not coming to the United States, but man, maybe it should. Looks pretty cool. Has different diesel engine options, and wow, all brand new. Interesting stuff. Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk, and I was clicking around online. I thought, you know what? Wonder what's going on in the Mitsubishi lately. And I was like, oh, look at that. They presented a new truck. This is for the Thailand market and Oceania market, basically, aka not for the United States. But then I was like, I wonder, what is about this truck and what kind of stands out to me? And maybe forbidden fruit. What are you guys thinking? Would you guys actually buy this truck in the United States? It's interesting. So this is the 1 ton. It's a metric 1 ton that's built globally. From my understanding, is they're a little bit narrower, a little bit taller, and they ride a little bit rougher because they have to do so many different jobs, right? So it's a 1 ton truck that's basically a mid-sized truck, right? Yeah, interesting. Flip the head a little bit. So key details: all new Triton are a beefed up body size compared to the previous model. Newly developed ladder frame, with more of that in a little bit. Newly developed engine with Chevy Colorado GMC Canyon kind of ideas going with the engine. Yes, I'll tell you more about that as well. Newly developed suspension. That's interesting. The Super Select 4-wheel drive 2 system, which has interesting settings too. More interesting stuff. The front face, you saw the wide, robust styling, the classy interior, significantly improved safety and comfort for a wide range of purposes from business to personal use. And so they're going to have this expected to reach 200,000 vehicles in over 100 countries. Now, the first time in years, it's going to be coming back to Japan, which that's, again, see a lot of K trucks in Japan. You don't see a lot of these trucks. And coming back to Japan is a big deal for the Japanese automaker. So this is going to come in 3 different body styles. So you have your double cab, your club cab, and your single cab. So, okay, extended cab, crew cab, or your cab. We understand how that's going to work. There's a newly developed 2.4-liter clean diesel turbo engine. Significantly boosts environmental performance and power. Interesting. So also we had ladder frame suspension, where electronically controlled active yaw control combined with super select systems has upgraded driving. We have adaptive cruise control system now going into this vehicle. And you're going to see some things in this vehicle that you've already seen U.S. market many, many times. But again, this is what's happening overseas. The new developed ladder frame is 65% greater cross-sectional strength area than the previous model, greater cross-sectional area, blah, blah, blah. Achieving a bending rigidity increase of 40%. These darn big words. I can't do them. 3 syllables, not a fan. Furthermore, weight increase has been minimized by increasing the ratio of high tensile steel used. So high tensile steel is also probably known as high strength steel. And so they basically using the same idea we have in the U.S. market. High strength steel, it's lighter weight, but it's more rigid and improves the overall rigidity. And so it has better performance ride comfort, as robustness by improving durability, energy dispersion in the event of collision. Body is lighter. And we can see these. I'm kind of figuring out what these numbers are. I wish I was in over Thailand. It'd be cool to see when this came out. Now, here's the deal. The clean diesel engine comes with 3 different output specifications. Remember, this happens in a Chevy Colorado as well. We have the basic tune, we have a high output tune, and we have the mid-level tune. In this case, we have the high output version, 150 kilowatts of maximum flat maximum output of 150 kilowatts, maximum torque of 470 Newton meters from approximately 1,500 RPMs. So I looked up Newton meters, and that's about 346 pound-feet of force here in the United States. So, and then looking at, I didn't do kilowatts to horsepower. Let's do this, kilowatts to horsepower. We have about 200 horsepower and 346 pound-feet of torque at 1,500 RPMs with the torque rating down low. So that's really impressive torque delivery, and that you see that in the Chevy Silverado 1500 I have for long-term review vehicle on the channel. That's really impressive in that low range, getting that maximum torque. 2 versions of standard specifications. One engine maximum output of 135 kilowatts and a maximum torque of 430 Newton meters, and the other one with the maximum output of 110 and 330 Newton meters. So 3 different outputs, one more racing, one more like professional or commercial use, and one more like everyday consumer kind of use. They both have a variable geometry turbocharger that performs a variable control of turbine capacity. So small displacement turbo with, or small displacement clean diesel engine with turbo is what they're pushing out there. This will come in a 6-speed automatic transmission and a 6-speed manual transmission, which shift-by-wire reduces vibration directly transmitted from the engine, improving comfort. And so we have interesting details on the four-wheel drive system. It's the four-wheel drive Super Select four-wheel drive 2 system. Yeah, that's the terminology. Super Select four-wheel drive 2 system, which comes in 4 options. You can do four-wheel drive mode. You can nice little chart. Four-wheel drive mode. So in all drive modes, normal. 2 high is eco drive mode. 4 high is gravel. 4 high snow. 4 high LC, which is 4 high locked center differential for mud and sand, and then a 4 high locked center differential with lower gears for the rock mode. And that's kind of interesting as well. That's pretty interesting. They were also have a newly adopted the AYC is newly adopted for the models equipped for the Super Select system. That was at AYC, that active yaw control that I don't. But basically, what it's going to do is it's torque vectoring. So it's going to not torque vectoring. Excuse me. It's as you're turning, it improves component by applying light braking to the inside front wheel when cornering. So as you corner, it applies some brake pressure to the inside front wheel, allows you to turn even better, sharper, as you can see, without and with. And so you can make these corners even better, especially safety on slippery conditions as well. What's really interesting about this too is, I'll get to this, I'm looking for it in a minute, more details on this. Really interesting. So active stability control and traction control has been added as well. Other systems, hill descent control is new. We've used that in the United States many times. Hill start assist is new as well with the system, or maybe it's carried over. I'm not quite sure. Hill start assist as well is when you get in, you're on this hill, you turn it on, it'll prevent rollback and hill starts. There's a newly developed suspension, retains a double wishbone structure for front suspension. And then on the the rear suspension provides a greater ride comfort while retaining its strength and using lighter leaf spring system together with thicker shock absorbers. So looks like it's a ladder-on frame with independent or double wishbone front suspension. And they've been able to increase the turning radius, has been minimized. Driving has been made easier by using a hood shape, lets the driver see the hood line. We're seeing that time and time again. Tacoma is doing that. Jeep Gladiator is doing that. They're taking that hood shape and bending it down in the corners so you can see over the corners of the vehicle as you're turning. But this is I thought was just fascinating. For the high output engine model, an electronic power steering is adopted, which enables better control for providing more assistance in low speed range. So that got me wondering, the non-high output engine models, do they not come with power steering? Comment below if you know, because that was really interesting to me to think about, like these trucks not having electronic power steering. Electronic power steering has been standard in the United States on most trucks here for quite a few years. And so that was kind of interesting. It's got a beast mode design. Looks imposing. It's got the front face design concept of the dynamic shield. That's what they're calling that front face. All powerful, horizontal line. There's a lot of details in that as far as the overall design of it. The instrument panel is designed with a horizontal axis concept, which uses horizontally themed and strong shapes, allow the driver to easily see changes in posture of the vehicle while driving. Oh my goodness. There are a lot of details here. This is interesting. With a nod to professional use, soft pads have been incorporated in the main areas to protect passengers to ensure utility. So professional use, I'm guessing that's commercial use. They've added some soft pads to make it a little bit better protect passengers. Okay. All right, interesting. Other details on the steering wheel grips have been designed to approach with a focus on grip, comfort, and sturdiness. I thought this was fascinating. The 6 automatic transmission, 6 manual transmission center console has a cup holder that will accommodate 2 large cups. 2 large cups. And the console box can hold 4 600 milliliter plastic bottles. And then again, taking professional use into account, the console box in the 518 model, I guess they have a 5 automatic transmission model, is capable of holding tablets and files in addition to being a cup holder. So details are kind of sporadic in this press release. The glove box, smartphone holder, and other storage for smaller items use an ample size and easy use even when wearing gloves. So it's interesting. They bring up the smartphone holder, the glove box, and other storage you can use while wearing gloves. The instrument panel center console of USB B and C, plus there's a wireless charger. So there's some new colors as well. We have orange, I don't know, Yamabuki orange, blade, silver, metallic, white diamond, solid white, graphite, gray, metallic, and jet black mica. Interesting. With the highest trim level, the front grille is the same color as the body, while the door mirrors dynamic shield plated components, including door handles and bumper and other parts, are black. Underside and the front and sides of rear is dark titanium. Styling bar is all sharper look as well. Now, they've improved basic performance as a pickup. So this is interesting. We talk about this a lot in the United States where trucks have gotten taller. The cargo bed height has been lowered by 45 millimeters to 820 millimeters compared to the previous model. What does that mean? It's down about 1 3/4 inches. They've dropped the cargo bed height down 1 3/4 inches to actually get into bed easier, which is just common sense for me, but I don't know. It seems like automakers have a hard time with this. The frame has been changed to be used as a foot space, thereby improving its ability to be practical. So I like that idea. So they've made the foot space on the bumper a little bit larger, so that way you can actually put your foot on there, as this guy's using the boot, and get up into the cabin or into the bed. The front seats provide firm lower back support, shoulder areas, hip point, all that kind of stuff. In addition, ingress and egress, which is the technical terms, engineering terms for getting in and getting out, have made easier by designing the A-pillar to be more vertical to widen the door openings, and widening the side steps while making them a shape that reduces the risk of slipping. Well, hallelujah. Don't you buy a truck because they're easy to get out of, not these smaller compact SUVs and things, or smaller cars that are hard to get out of? So yeah, make that easier to get out of. It also comes equipped with adaptive cruise control, which you've used in the United States quite a bit. There's also forward collision mitigation, blind spot monitoring, lane change assist, a rear cross traffic alert, among others. So they've incorporated some more safety features we're getting to be standard now in the United States, going to be there as well. Mitsubishi Connect is a cell phone app. So they have the cell phone app that we've used in the United States. You can check out fuel level, oil state, drive history, all kind of stuff. I'm sorry, there's so many interesting things. To improve maintainability, the location of the drain bolt has been changed to enable engine oil to be replaced without having to remove or replace the undercover. Well, isn't that fascinating? So they moved the drain bolt, the oil pan drain bolt, to a spot where you don't have to take off the skid plate to actually drain the oil. That's kind of cool. For the four-wheel drive and two-wheel drive high riders, service hole size has been increased to enable garage jacks to be used without an attachment. Okay. And with gear oil replacement being unnecessary in the 6-speed manual transmission model, among other improvements, maintenance becoming increasingly unneeded. So they basically have said that you don't need to replace the transmission fluid in your manual transmission. That's controversial here in the United States, but yeah, it's interesting how they decided, nope, don't replace it. There's some accessories you can get, fender mold altering, the sport bars. I really like the sport bars. I want sport bars. And there is your displacement information for the turbocharged diesel engine. But yeah, I don't know. Let me go back to these photos one more time, and we can pull these up, because I just thought, well, why not just show those one more time? Because yeah, cool stuff. So what do you guys think? I mean, is that something that forbidden fruit, right? We always talk about forbidden fruit. You can't have this truck. But is that something you'd be interested in? I mean, China is the world's largest automotive market. I would say the United States is one of the world's largest overall truck markets. This is launching in Thailand, and Thailand is actually known as being the world's largest mid-sized truck market. But it seems like mid-sized trucks are selling over here quite a bit. So why don't Mitsubishi bring this over here? Or, take the Titan, or the Frontier, and rebadge it as Mitsubishi using some of these ideas. Interesting stuff. They are doing a rally race with this as well. They did that with the prior generation too. It's supposed to show off durability, doing this long rally race. And yeah, interesting stuff. I wish they, flip the steering wheel and be all ready to go and make a few other changes. Like we have United States, we have hazard lights. It looks like hazard lights, the same symbol. Windshield thickness is an issue globally. Yeah, there you go. And those red, I like the orange kind of lining of those seats. It really speaks to sportiness, in my opinion. All right, there you go. That's your forbidden fruit for today on Wednesday, July 26th. Oh, I don't know why I put the date there. For more, check videos over here, website down below as well. Pickupptrucktalk.com. As always, thanks for watching. I will see you down the road.